Okay, in this video I'm going to talk about the properties of equality. Properties of equality. So these are all the principles of equality that you'll come across in mathematics. So there's four different kinds of properties of equality, and I'll go over them in example form. Well, I'll give examples later on, but I'll just do a general discussion of the properties of, say, for real numbers a, b, and c. A, b, and c. Okay, so the first one is called what's known as a reflexive property. Reflexive. And that's the most straightforward. It's A equals A. And that one's probably the most obvious of them. The second one is called symmetric. And that's where symmetric, I'll write that. Symmetric. And that is where real number A is equal to real number B. So they're two separate terms, but they're equivalent, so they're equal. And the third property is called the transitive. And that's where if A equals B and B equals C, then it would follow that A would also equal C. And that one's my favorite. It's most interesting, and it's a little more complex. It's a fourth one. Fourth one's called substitution. Substitution. And this is where if A equals B, then that means that A can be replaced by B in any statement involving A or B. So in a statement where say A is equal to, let's say, 3, then we could just as easily put B equals 3 as well. So the two can be substituted. Okay, we'll go over some examples of reflexive property here. That's very easy. It's just say 3A equals 3. So then if A equals A, then 3 equals 3, which is, I think, pretty much everybody would know that. So symmetric, an example of that is, let's see, if A minus 7 equals, say, 10, then that means, and then also that would mean that 10 would also be equal to A minus 7. So either way, going backwards or forwards, the equation still stands. Okay, now we'll go with transitive. So we'll go with so A is equal to B. So if B happens to equal 12, then we could also say that A would also equal 12 according to the transitive property. So C would be would stand in for 12 here. B equals that, so then it would follow that A would also equal 12. Now the last one, the substitution, I've already kind of given some example of that, where we substitute one term for another. I'll give another example here. If A equals B, and suppose we have, let's see, A plus 2 equals, let's say, 14. Alright, so we could just put, since A equals B, we could just put B in there. B plus 2 equals 14. So that term, just easily plug in that term there, and the equation still stands. It's still a valid equation. So I guess that's it for this video. I hope you learned a lot about the properties of equality, and I'll see you on the next one.